How's going on, everybody? It's me, the one that loves cartoons, and in today's video, well, I'm gonna be talking about a cartoon. So it's been a while since I've made a video, I know, but yeah, I'm gonna review Ninjago Crystalized. So, Ninjago aired its final installment called Crystalized. The show as we know it is over. Yes, they did announce a brand new series titled Ninjago United, but I think it's gonna serve as a spin-off show focusing on new characters with the main ninjas taking a backseat rather than being a sequel show like Wild Brain Ninjago was to Ninjago Masters of Spinjitzu, with the main ninja still being the focus. I think that's what they're gonna do. So after 11 years, Ninjago came to an end. So is Crystalized a good season, and is it a satisfying conclusion to the overall show? Seabound left the show on a big season finale. So Crystalized had a lot to do following the sacrifice of Nia. Nia had a perfect conclusion in Seabound. It was heroic and sad. They could have let Nia's character rest after Seabound. Like she went from being Kai's sister to Samurai X to Jay's girlfriend, then she became the water ninja, reunited with her parents, she became Jay's Yang, and in Seabound she was the main focus, and she was forced to merge with the sea to save Ninjago, and it was a permanent transformation that can't be undone. Nia had a complete journey from pilot to Seabound. Her journey felt complete, so what Crystallized did is they had to bring Nia back to the show. She returned to her human form and she even got her powers back. So there were no consequences for her sacrifice, and that sucks. It really sucks. Bringing Nia back is one thing, but also giving her her powers back? Like, really, they ruined her conclusion in Seabound. She was the first character in the ninja team to have a solid ending. But in Crystallized, they ruined everything with bringing her back and giving her her powers again. They could have at least been some consequences with the ninjas still being fugitive for the rest of their lives since Asphira, since they freed Asphira to help them drain Nia's powers. But no, they totally forgot about the ninjas being fugitives at the end of the season. The other character that had a perfect conclusion but was brought back is Harumi. Now, the twist of her being the Vengestone buyer surprised me. Okay? A lot of us were focusing on Naracon being the Vengestone buyer or Pythor because he was missing after Day of the Departed. Or maybe the Time Twins. But I never heard people say that it could be Harumi, so the twist did surprise me. But Harumi should have stayed dead. Just like Nia. Harumi had a perfect conclusion and hunted. She didn't want the little kid to experience what she experienced when she lost her parents, and she ended up dying on the building. Like it was a perfect ending. Okay, she died the same way her parents died. But no, they decided to bring her back. So yeah, now look, I still enjoyed the drama between her and Lloyd and Crystalized, and her helping Lloyd Garmadon at the end to stop the Overlord after she realized that the Overlord was responsible for the Devourer being evil. It made sense, okay? What I didn't like is when Harumi joined the ninjas at the ending, okay, and she was helping them rebuild the monastery. I liked when she helped Lloyd and Garmadon at the end. But still, even though she got redeemed, she should have went to jail. I think it would have been a perfect ending to her character. She realized her errors at the end of Crystallized. She became good. She helped Lloyd and Garmadon. But she's still forced to go to jail because of her actions in this season. I think it would have been a perfect ending to her character. But they didn't do that. Instead, she became friends with Lloyd and the other ninjas. She had no consequences for destroying half of the city, for being responsible of destroying half of the city. Ramadan, I really didn't like what they did to him. Like, he left in a mysterious way in March of the Oni, okay? Only for him to be in Ninjago City with Vinny from NGTV. Like, his redemption happened in one 11-minute episode with him telling the story to Lloyd and Wu, telling them what happened to him after March of the Oni, and it all happened in one 11-minute episode. Garmadon went through a redemption arc in one 11-minute episode. We should have had multiple episodes seeing Garmadon turning from bad to good rather than one 11-minute episode. I haven't read the Garmadon comic, but I'm sure it sounds a lot better than what they did to him in the Christopheran episode and the whole season, okay? Also, he was very comedic and not serious. I mean, in season 10, we had funny moments with Garmadon, don't get me wrong, but they didn't take away from his personality. But here we just had him dancing with a plant. All those years wondering how they're gonna redeem Garmadon, only for us to get a mediocre conclusion. I did enjoy his dynamic with Lloyd though. Gonna talk about what I liked in this season because I feel like I'm just, hating on it. I did enjoy the prison arc. I liked how Cole was the one who reassembled the team. They really showed that he really cares, okay, about what's happening. The ninjas rescuing Asphira and going against the law so they could save Nia is much better than having them be framed and skybound. It was really intriguing to see Harumi recruiting the villains to serve the Crystal King. I liked that they addressed Kai and Skylar's relation in this season, although I wish we got more. For the ninjas, I think the ones that got some good focus are Lloyd, Jay, and Zane. Kai and Cole didn't get much, which is a shame. I thought the Overlord in this season was much better than he was in season 2 and 3. I loved the execution of the dragon forms. The setup for Oni Lloyd was great. Wu versus the Overlord. Again, this season had a lot of good stuff, okay? But let's talk about the finale, okay? Because the finale works more as a season finale rather than a series finale. And that's the problem. No one really dies in this season. The season loves to do fake out deaths. Like when you're watching, you think they're about to kill Garmadon in the final episode. But no, he faked his own death in front of Lloyd. You thought that Master Wu was about to die in Brave but Foolish when he was falling, but no, he didn't die. You thought that Zane was about to die in Compatible, but no, he didn't die. You thought that the four main ninjas were about to die after putting their golden weapons next to each other. Like, Zane even gave a speech saying that they may not survive after they put the golden weapons close to each other. But no, they didn't die. Like, this is the final season of the show, yet no one dies. They were just teasing us with the characters dying, but they didn't kill them off. Like, the season concludes with everyone being happy, living happily ever after. They were rebuilding the monastery. And I didn't like that. I wanted some consequences, but no, we got none. I would have rathered if the show ended with Seabound. Yeah, the Seabound finale doesn't feel like a series finale. It's more of a season finale. But it has big consequences than the crystallized finale. Okay? Oni Lloyd was very wasted, like part 2 of Crystallized was building towards Lloyd unlocking his Oni form to defeat the Overlord, which is a nice contrast to him unlocking his golden form in season 2 to defeat the Overlord. Like, it would have been perfect, okay, since golden form represents creation and Oni form represents destruction. So it would have been a perfect contrast. Okay, he once defeated the Overlord using creation, now he has to use destruction to defeat the Overlord. But no, Oni Lloyd was only there for 2 seconds, and Lloyd saw his reflection and he rejected his Oni form, because he doesn't want to be like his father. Instead, Lloyd defeated the Overlord using the Golden Ultra Dragon. So after all this, you guys think that I hate Crystallized. I don't. I think it's good. I think it's a good season, but not great. The seasons that I consider good are Season 1, Season 2, and Season 7. Crystallized is at the bottom of these good seasons. I think if it was just another Ninjago season, then it would have been fine for not having characters die and having big consequences in the finale. But since it's the final season of the show, yeah, it's a little bit disappointing for not, killing off characters and having big consequences. I hope Ninjago United's first season would serve more as an actual final season for the main 6 ninjas. Then they could introduce new characters to take the spotlight. But yeah, Crystallize is good, but not great. It has its good moments, but it also has its bad moments. As a final season of the show, it did a good job at bringing back old villains, but it didn't do a good job at giving the main 6 ninjas closure to their journey. It actually left things open for them to appear in the spin off show, Ninjago United. So that's all I have to say in this video. So what do you guys think about Ninjago Crystalized? Do you think it's a good season? Do you think it's a bad season? Do you think it's an okay season? I think it's good. Like, as a final season, it's good. But the final episode, however, could have been a lot better. Because it feels more like a final episode for the crystallized season rather than a final episode for the overall show. So yeah, that's all I have to say in this video. If you guys like this video, then give it a like, and if you're not subscribed, then subscribe. It means a lot to me, and turn on the notifications so you'll be the first one to know when I upload a video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm the one that loved this cartoon, and you're the one that love it too.